from to implement input and output parameters concept?
Through the database, through the external files and hard-coded values from the screen.
What interview type if you tell they won't understand, sir, interview? Through external files means Excel or CSV or text file, any one of the file we have to read. Okay, then we have to connect to database and fetch the data. That is the second option. The third option is The third option is through web services we can fetch the data. Okay. See guys, if I made everything is correct. See, in weekend this kind of error is coming. How to troubleshoot? Anybody have any idea? This kind of error is coming. How to troubleshoot? Sometimes the servers will be stopped due to your system issue that and that. Okay, the servers will be stopped actually. We have to restart the services actually. You have to understand, we have to restart the same as well. Go to services.msc console, type services something shortcut, it will come. Go to here. The BluePrism server has been stopped. That is the reason I am not stopping. Sometimes any issue will be come, it will stop automatically. Let's say. And as well as this is kind of one more is like this SQL server also. Mainly two kind of issues will come. If any issue will come, we have to go to services.msc short form. Otherwise, go to services console and start SQL server. These things. Otherwise, it will give the errors as well, like that. Sometimes the network issue is coming because of the reason is those that is the only reason. Whatever I'm getting the error currently, same thing only. Okay, just I started services. Still, it is something is problem is there. I don't know why it is coming. Yeah, now it is working. Only the thing is you have to stop and start again. Same session of window it won't work. That I have observed just now. SQL server. This we have to start it. Okay. Majorly it is affecting with SQL Server only. Sometimes the SQL Server software has been stopped. That is the reason it is giving that those kind of errors. Okay. If you get any problem like this, you have to fix the same. However, I'm doing, just go to services and fix the same as well. Okay. Then coming to last class, we have discussed about input and output parameters. As I said, we have using input parameters concept, output parameters concept. We can implement it in three kind of ways. One is like we are getting the data in sorry. My question is how many ways is there or how many ways are there to load the data to get the data into BluePrism? Yes, one of our friends said like Suresh, one is like to connect the database and fetch the data. To connect the database is one thing. Okay. Then second thing is to connect any flat files like Excel, CSV or text file. Any one of the thing. The third point is to connect web services. Okay, these are the three ways is there to get or load the data into BluePrism. BluePrism, if you want to load the data, which stage is the right stage to hold the data? Anybody have any idea? Or suppose I am connecting to database and read the data from the database. I want to store it into somewhere in BluePrism. Which stage is the right stage to load the data, to store the data? Even Excel also.
Collection.
Yeah, collection is the only option to store the data. You have to understand. In BluePrism, collection is the only option to store multiple rows and columns. That's what I'm trying to say. Okay, then here the same concepts here similar like this. Last time we implemented about input and output parameters in last class. Okay, how many ways is there to implement input and output parameters in BluePrism? Like, what are the possible scenarios and possible implementation ways is there? For suppose you want to implement this concept, what are the possible things are there? అంటే మీరు ఏ విధంగా మీరు ఇంప్లిమెంట్ చేయగలరు దీన్ని అంటే ఏ విధంగా అంటే we already know how to implement the input and output parameters, but that too between process we implemented. You have to understand between process we implemented, but any other ways also there to implement the same in BluePrism. Like what are the ways? We have usually three kind of ways is there. అంటే మనం మూడు రకాలుగా దీన్ని ఇంప్లిమెంట్ చేయగలం. You have to understand we can implement it in three kind of ways. One is like as we discussed in last class, between pages. This is one thing. Like same thing between two pages we did it actually. Okay, one more is like between between process, and one more is like sorry, between process and object. These are the three ways is there, sir. You have to understand. అంటే input and output parameters concept if you want to implement, we can implement it in three kind of ways. These are the three ways. Okay, as of now, between pages we already implemented. Then no need to worry about this thing. This is the only concept between the pages we implemented. Just I am recollecting you how to implement this one. Here max loops is coming from main page. Send 5 is there. Here whatever the value is there, same value. Send 5 is there input. This value will come to here in max loops. It will execute 5 times the loop as well, circular calls. As well as output parameter also get earlier state in sample text. These two values I am passing it from this place to this place as well. Sorry, not here, this page as well. Okay, start parameters if you want to implement, we have to go to start properties. End parameters means we have to go to, and the output parameters means we have to go to output end properties. Input parameters means start properties we have to go, output means end properties we have to go. Okay, like this we have implemented in earlier class. Just now what I said, like these are the possible areas is there to implement input and parameter, input and output concept in BluePrism. Between process we can say now. Then this is very simple, sir. No need to worry. This also, see, whatever the three is there, all are similar only. For suppose this one, if you implemented it, this one is 99.99% same only. This also, the concept is same, 99.99. And that means if you know this one how to do input and output between pages, then remaining two are same. You have to understand the same here. Okay, the same concept only here also. But here how to do, we can say between two process, how to do we can see now. Between processes means two or multi also. Okay, between two process we can say. Okay, before going to between two process, I want to tell you one concept. One concept is there. The concept name is sub process creation. Sub process creation or calling into main process. This is the concept. The sub process is the concept. We have to add through reference. We have to sub process reference. We have to call it into main process as well. Okay, how to do? We can see the same now. See, first we are talking about main process and sub process only. See, I am creating one. This is the consider it main process sample. Okay, this is consider it main process. You have already there. It is telling. Already we discussed or anything. I don't know, but just this is the main process only. Okay. Okay, then what I am trying to say is already I think I opened and showcased you guys, I think mostly, but okay, then I gave name like sub process. What I'm going to give, just I'm giving main only name. You can consider it main only. I'm giving. Double click on this. This is the consider it. This is the main process only. We have like one more process is there. Just think about it. Circular paths is the circular paths is the uh, okay. Circular paths is the sub process like that. You can feel it. That means this is the child process. You have to understand. Circular paths is the child process like that. You can feel it as of now. And this is the main. Whatever I created, this is the child. Okay, this is the parent. This is the child, or otherwise this is the main, or this is the child. Like that, you can feel it as of now. And this is process one. This is process two. Okay, now I want to call this process inside main. That is my concept. Double click on main. I want to call that circular path in this process. You have to understand. I want to call the under one process inside one more process I am calling. You have to understand. One process inside one more process I am calling. Which stage I have to use here? One stage is there, process stage. Okay, it's very simple. And then within interview point of view, how the question will be there, like can we call multiple process in one process? In main process or one process? Yes, we can call multiple process in main process. Multiple process means multiple process stage we have to use. See here, okay, this is a okay sub process you can call. Just I'm giving a name like sub process only. Okay, just what I'm trying to say is here process names are there. Okay, okay, then list of process available process is there. Select the circular path. This is the only right one you want to you are supposed to pick up. Just click on OK. Then call the same as well. Sorry. Okay, reset the same and run the same as well. See, now it is running, it is calling the sub process and it's reached the endpoint as well. Okay, but it is physically not visible to us. Physically, it is not visible to us. You have to understand. Physically, it is not visible to us. That is the reason we are not able to see the same. That means it is calling or not, you are getting some doubt, right? It's called actually, but you are getting still doubt. See, if I run it, it is called successfully, it's reached the endpoint. If any error will be there, it will give the error as well. But it is not giving any error, but it is calling successfully. But physically, in this through main process, we are calling the circular path thing. The circular path is executed or not, we don't know physically. If you want to see physically, then we have to use step stage actually. See, I clicked on step using step option. See, I clicked one more time. See, the circular path, this thing is opened. Now it is running the same as well. See, using step option, we can see the same as well. It is calling the process successfully or not. Child process call is happened or not. If you want to check, you can go with this step option. See, it is called step option is each step only it will perform. Then it is this is the only option to check it is calling the process successfully or not. Okay, now you have to understand if you want to call one more process, you have to drag and drop the same again in process stage and call the similar as well. Sample edition I am taking, just to think about it. Sample only I am taking. Okay, reset, run it. Run means it won't be visible to us, both process executed. If you go step option, then only we should understand these things as well. See, I run it, I paused it here, sorry. Now I paused it. Okay, if you want to go inside, use step option. It will call the same as well. This is different process, sample edition one. And the one process I skip it. After next process only I am running. And also we have one more option also there. You remembered or not? Set to next stage is there. I want to skip the process. This process only I want to run. Then run the same as well. Okay, like this we can using different options. These are the development time only the options will be helpful. Now I am asking quickly one question to you guys. How to call the process one process to another process? Did you understand? In one process can we call multiple process? Yes. How to call the process? Using process stage we can call. Okay, like this we can tell the answer in interview point of view. I'm putting on hold. If you have any doubts, ask me. Or otherwise, did you understand or not, Sai? How to call the process?
Yeah, yes, I understand.
If you have any doubt, please ask me, Sai.
Yeah,
Not even
okay.
Sai, all the people I'm telling. Okay. What about others? Are you guys clear? Oh, Suresh.
Yes, clear.
Yeah, okay. Then now we have to implement this concept input and output parameters between two processes. Okay, between two process now we have to implement the same. See the same now we are calling. I am deleting addition one. Only this thing only I am keeping. Which one? Circular pass only is there. As of now, one process only I am calling. Okay, what I need to do? Circular pass exercise I have to go to circular pass exercise. As we said, the same concepts are circular pass how we are implementing. See, this is 5 times it is running. We want to give the instructions from through main process only. That means you understand or not. Here I will pass the value, input value, 5 times or 10 times or 20 times anything. It's supposed to, at the main process I am passing the value, input value. It's supposed to be received the input value in circular paths. Exercise the max loops is a data item to store the value. Based on the instructions through main process, the sub process supposed to be run those many times. That is my concept. As of now, I am deleting this one. Okay, max loops is empty. You have to understand the same as well. Here max loops is there, empty is there. Okay, this is something is there. I don't want this one. Okay, if you want to run, error will come now. For suppose if you want to check the same, error will see. I am running the process. I deleted, right? That is the reason. See, it is giving an error like cannot. Now I am in main process only. Main process everything is perfect, but the error will come from child process only. Here the error is there because of max loops is empty. That is the reason loop counter is 0, 0 less than empty. That is the reason error is coming. Okay. As you guys know, this is empty means we condition level we are using. That is the reason it is failing. You have to understand the same as well. See, I am running this process. The error wherever is there, child process, it is giving the same. See, less than operation when the right hand value is empty cannot perform less than operation because of the right hand value is empty. Right hand value is max loops only. That is the reason it is giving the error same. As I said, I want to implement input parameter concept in this between two process now. How to implement it? You please guide me. Anybody? Anybody already know, right? How to implement the process? Please guide me. How to do? Please guide me, sir. How to do? You guide, you know, right? How to do? Previously, we implemented between two pages means first we have to go to. This is think about it. Which is sending process? Rajesh, tell me which one is the send process here? Input parameter sending one. Which one is the one here? The name.
Main page.
Main page is the sending process. Receiving process.
Sub page, sub process.
What is the page name? What is the process name? Circular path, sir.
Circular path.
Okay. Now where I need to start input parameters implementation first step?
In
What?
main page.
Not main page, sir. That's the problem. You guys are not practicing it. And what about Sai? Where I need to start from? Which step?
Start stage.
Start stage, okay, sir. That means we have a lot of processes there. Every page should contain start stage. Which process I have to start? Main process or sub process? That means in main
Sub-processor.
circular
Circular.
sub process. That means receiving process. Input is receiving this process only. This process start stage you have to go and click on add. Same you have to declare the same as well. One variable you have to declare number of iterations or something. How many times you did. Store it means where we need to store in this. Sai, where we need to store.
Max loops.
Yeah, max loops is the option because if that is empty. Our concept is I want to get the value from the main process only. To receive the value input parameter here, based on that the circular path exercise is supposed to be run. Because of we are deleting the max loops value, because of that is the reason it is getting error. Now I am passing the value from the main page to main process to sub process. Sub process name is circular path. Okay, our concept is done here. Whatever I am doing, just click on add, give one name, number of iterations, that number max loops is the storing one. Then this we can close it as well. Done. Okay, coming to here, whichever the reference stage is there, process is the reference stage. Here, double click on this, automatically the name will come here in under input. Okay, you have to pass the value here as well. Through data item, through manually you can pass it also, not a problem. If you want to pass it number of rounds or iterations something, you can do the same as well. Number of rounds or round trips or anything, how many times you want to run it, you can give the same as well. Just I am giving 6. Okay, then double click on this. You have to take that 6 value here. That means 6 value is setting it to this number of iteration variable. Then in there max loops it is receiving the same as well. Just to run it now, you should understand the same. Just I paused it because of we cannot see what's going on inside. Using step option only we can see. See, now the max loops is received by 6 items, 6 round trips. Okay, the loop will run now 6 times. Input value can be received the same. Any difficulty did you faced last time? Whatever we did between two pages input parameter concept, same similar. Any difference is there? Their pages is there in one process only. Here two processes are there. That is the only difference. Apart from nothing, we did not do anything. Only there two pages within one process only there. Here two processes are there. Within a process, multiple pages is there that time. While implementing this time, within a one process, we have multiple pages. Now, two different kind of process we are doing input to parameter concept. Same similar just output also we can implement the same as well. Output parameter if you want to implement, you can take it any. Yeah, see, this is the one we can take it earliest order date. We are getting earliest order date thing, right? The same thing we can see. Go here, add parameter, and click on add, and give that send earliest date something. I gave one name. Take the date parameter, get value from get earliest order date is the value. Where with the data will save, here only get earliest order date. That same output parameter also the implementation is same. Okay, come to here, take one more process stage. Okay, double click on this. You have to take the earliest order date example. Go to output tab. Here the output tab having the name as well, variable name. Where we need to store received received earliest date something. I have to give like this. Okay, then that means no, the date will receive from the other process as well. Here receiving, it will be receiving here, right? No need to go step and all, automatically it will come. See, the receiving date also came. You have to understand the same as well here. You have to understand the date also came like this, receiving date. That means same input and output parameters concept we can implement between two processes also same. As I said earlier before starting this example, once you should understand between two pages, then you should understand all the same is monkey only 99.99%. Okay, I think just I'm quickly asking, everybody should understand Telugu or not in this team? 7 name batch. Rajesh and Suresh. I know Vinod, the Sai and Papi Reddy understood Telugu. Suresh and Rajesh. I did not understand, sir, what you are
Yeah,
telling, Suresh.
yeah, I know.
Rajesh?
Yeah, I can understand.
Okay, sir. Okay, then if did you guys following or not any doubts is there? Any difficulty faced in this implementation between two process input and output parameters concept? It's a similar or not? Tell me. First of all, you have to tell me it's similar. Only the thing is here page reference we are adding now, process only we are taking. That is the only difference I observed. And one more observation is in one process between two pages we are doing, now multiple process we are doing. That much only the difference. But a similar implementation is same. If you guys understand or not, let me know. Otherwise, I will tell one more time. And I'm quickly asking two questions, sir. It looks like same or not. You please confirm. And otherwise, and also, any difficulty did you face implementation this thing now? Did you feel any difficulty?
No, no.
Okay,
No, sir.
okay. Everybody should understand, right?
Same.
Yeah, yes.
Yeah. Thank you. But what I'm trying to say is you have to do this one as a homework. I don't want to tell you the same because of two things. These two are same only. I'm telling you 99.99% same as I said. This is also same. But don't take it now because of I'm not till that I did not introduce the object. Once I introduce the object tomorrow or day after tomorrow, I will introduce the object. That time only you can go through the day after tomorrow. Mostly I will introduce the object. That time you can play with this as a homework only. because of it's the same only. Okay, it's the same only. Between two process how we are doing, same between process and object also we can do. Okay, that is the reason wait for up to that time introduction about Object Studio. Day after tomorrow introduction will be there. That time you can take it as a homework. Okay, I will check you that day as well. Okay, any queries, Rajesh?
No, sir.
Okay, okay. Then like you have to take it as a homework. As I said, don't forget it. Day after tomorrow you have to play. Once I implement the Object Studio concept. Okay, till that the Object Studio is not covered. That's the reason I'm not telling you guys. Okay, what I'm trying to say is just I want to tell you one more concept name called startup parameters. You have to understand startup parameters. Okay, before this concept, I want to tell you control room introduction only. Because of without control room introduction, you cannot see the output of startup parameters. Startup parameters not required any control room dependency is not there, but output if you want to showcase it, control room is required. Like that relation will be there. Okay, what I'm trying to say is first I will go to control room eye level, then I will come to startup parameters example as well. What is startup parameter? We can discuss it those time. Okay, then coming to here, go to control room. This is the only whatever I am talking about. This is in real time we have to call it like control room only. Control room. This is as I said, process studio, object studio. Like that we have to call. This is system manager. We have to call in real time. These are the system. If you tell like that, also other people don't understand. You have to call it system manager only real time. Okay, these are the keywords we are playing with regular life. Not even here, anywhere also. If in BluePrism support also, they are playing the same keywords as well. Okay, then in control room, coming to control room can be maintained and monitored by admin role itself. You have to understand here. You control room can be played with admin role only. And whoever is having the access admin role, those guys can be played with control room. అంటే మీరు కంట్రోల్ రూమ్ లో ప్లే చేయాలంటే ఇప్పుడు నేను లాగిన్ అయింది అడ్మిన్ యూజర్ తో నా అంటే ఒక టెస్ట్ యూజర్ క్రియేట్ అయింది కదా అడ్మిన్ అది ఏంటంటే టోటల్ గా అది అడ్మిన్ రోల్ అడ్మినిస్ట్రేటర్ యాక్సెస్ ఉంది నాకు ఫుల్ యాక్సెస్ ఏదైతే బై డిఫాల్ట్ మీ అందరికి క్రియేట్ అయిందో ఫస్ట్ టైం ఇన్స్టలేషన్ చేసేటప్పుడు దోస్ యూజర్ షుడ్ కంటైన్ అడ్మిన్ యాక్సెస్. Okay, that is the reason we are able to see the control room as well. Okay, that we admin role మాత్రమే మనం ప్లే చేయగలం, వేరే రోల్ ప్లే చేయలేం. That is the concept here. Okay, then control room should contain what are the topics it should contain, what are the things admin can play. One guy is asking in interview time, in control room, what are the activities you should perform? Like that one guy is asking. Okay, and what are the activities మీరు ఏమేమి చేయగలరు కంట్రోల్ రూమ్ లో అని అడిగారు. ఓకే, దెన్ వన్ ఈజ్ లైక్ we can session management, second is like a queue management, third thing is like a scheduling, a scheduler, you can call it anything. Okay, these are the three activities we can perform using control room option. You have to understand this. ఓకే, అంటే మనం ఈ త్రీ యాక్టివిటీస్ మనం perform చేయగలము in control room నుంచి. But anybody, any role can play? No. Whoever is having the access as a proper access, proper role access, whoever is having, those guys only can play with this control room option. Usually administrator can play these things. Okay, coming to here, before going to control room, just before going to control room, one more relation is there. Okay, one more relation is there to go with control room. Publish the process. till that we did few examples. As you guys know, these are the examples we did already. Few examples we made already, but you are developing these examples using Process Studio. Everything is fine, sir. But I want to. This is through development editor only you are running. We have to understand here. Through development editor means this is the development client. Usually we have to call it like a development editor means we have to call it like client in real time. And through client only we are running. మనం క్లయింట్ తోనే రన్ చేసాం ఇప్పుడు వరకు ఇలా స్టార్ట్ కొట్టాం ఇలా చేసాం బట్ రియల్ టైం ఇట్లా రన్ చేయకూడదు కదా ఇట్లా రన్ చేయకూడదు రియల్ టైం ఓకే 1 minute గైస్ sorry guys getting some call actually 8 o'clock touch people okay then as I said one more thing concept is there if you want to go to control room before I want to tell how to publish the process that means in real time if you are giving a walkthrough to your client అంటే మీ క్లయింట్కి కానీ మీరు డెమో ఇస్తున్నప్పుడు కానీ ఇలాగ త్రూ క్లయింట్ ద్వారా కానీ డెవలప్మెంట్ ఎడిటర్ ద్వారా ఇలా రన్ చేసి చెప్పకూడదు ఎందుకంటే it is nothing but code or any our workflow everything is visible to others okay we cannot show it like this ఇట్లా మనం చూపించకూడదు ఎవరికి ఎందుకంటే మన కోడ్ అంతా తెలిసిపోతుంది మన వర్క్ ఫ్లో మన వాడి స్టేజెస్ అంతా బయటకు కనిపించకూడదు అసలు ఈవెన్ మీరు చూడండి .NET జావాలో అప్లికేషన్స్ కోడ్లో డెవలప్ చేస్తారు ఓకే కోడ్ ఏమి చూపించి వాళ్ళు రన్ చేయరు అది పబ్లిష్ చేస్తే యూఆర్ఎల్ ఇస్తారు అంతే అప్లికేషన్ యూఆర్ఎల్ మనకి ఎగ్జాంపుల్ HDFCbank.com అంటే మనకి యూఆర్ఎల్ షేర్ చేస్తారు మనం యూఆర్ఎల్ వాడే ప్లే చేస్తాం అది సిమిలర్ వే here also we cannot show this client or development editor to others only development people developers should access or developers should only can play with this editor okay that is the reason we have to publish the process how to do publish this is rectangular box as I said keep it left side later we can see like that I'm telling this is the only process we are using this rectangular box will helpful to publish the process నేను ఇంతకుముందు చెప్పాను మీకు ఈ బాక్స్ ని ఒక సైడ్ కి పెట్టండి దెన్ whenever it's required while required time like publishing time we can see this double box thing like that I said okay now the moment came for publishing this process see how to publish the process it is very simple sir double click on this it's giving one option the rectangular box only double click this option will come like this publish this process to control room option is coming just check this checkbox that's enough see once you check this checkbox the green color tick mark is coming a green color tick mark indicates the process has been successfully published if you don't want to publish uncheck and click on OK now the tick mark is not there if If you want to publish, then check the checkbox, then click on OK. Then the publish is happened successfully. The process name is main process. You have to understand. The process name is main process. You have to understand the same as well. Or just to close it one time. Then go to control room. The process in the checkbox time meaning itself is publish this process to control room. The option itself is there. Publish this process to control room. And the process has been exposed to control room. అంటే కంట్రోల్ రూమ్ లోకి పబ్లిష్ చేయమని అక్కడ చెక్ బాక్స్ సెట్ చేసాం. ఓకే, హియర్ యూ హ్యావ్ టు అబ్జర్వ్ వన్స్ యూ పబ్లిష్డ్ ఎనీ ప్రాసెస్ those process will come and sit under available process only under session management. If you go queue management, it won't be visible. Under session management, under available process, these main processes has been coming and sit here. అంటే మీరు పబ్లిష్ చేసిన ప్రాసెస్ అన్ని those things can sit under only available process window only under session management. ఇప్పుడు ఒకటే వచ్చింది పబ్లిష్ చేసాం కాబట్టి one more process if you want to publish it. For example, sample edition, simple thing only I am publishing. How to publish? Double click, check this checkbox. Publish this process to control room. ఈ ప్రాసెస్ ని కంట్రోల్ రూమ్ లో పబ్లిష్ చేయాలి మనం క్లియర్ గా చెప్తున్నాం. Come to here, expand this one. Sample edition. This has been published. The publishing is very easy in BluePrism. You have to understand the same. And that means how the relation is there now you understand, right? Once you published any process, it will go under control room. All the process will be visible under control room. The area name is called available process. Okay, here under session management. Here what is session management? My question is here in control room. Now I am coming back to control room concept. What is session management? What is session management? Session management is nothing but like here. Session management is divided into three kind of sections here in control room. One is like available process, one is like available resource, and another one is like environment. At three kind of sections, it will be divided into three kind of sections. One is like available process, one is available resource, one is environment. You have to understand this the same. Now, this is an entry question, sir. Okay, what is session management? Session management will be exposed in the control room itself. Okay, you have to tell the same. And session management control room lo untadi ani cheptanu. Session management will be divided into three kind of sections. The sections names are called available process, available resource, and environment. These are the sections. Once you publish any process, those process will be available under available process section only. Mari how to run this process? Publish chesaru, మీరు run చేయాలనుకుంటున్నారు. How to run this process? Here it is telling very clearly. See, drag and drop the process onto resource. Drag and drop the process onto resource. Resource means this one. It's clearly telling drag and drop the process into resource. See, sample edition తీసుకెళ్ళి ఎలా just drag చేస్తున్నాను దీని మీద సెలెక్ట్ చేసి ఆ రిసోర్స్ మీద డ్రాగ్ చేశాను. Once you drag it, immediately one new row will be situated under environment section. The status is by default pending. You have to understand, just drag and drop చేశాను దీని మీద ఈ row automatically create అయిపోయింది. Once this row has been created, what you have to do, by default the status is pending, sir. You have to understand. The color also orange color something you have to observe here. మీరు సెలెక్ట్ చేసి మీరు ఇప్పుడు how to run అని అడిగాను కదా. Now the procedure is we have to run this process like this. Right click and start, or otherwise select this row and click and start selection. Any one of the option you can use. Right click and start means, see, I clicked and start. The status will be saying it is completed and it is running successfully, sir. We have to showcase to the client or any testers or anybody. If you want to give a demo, you have to give the demo like this only. You have to publish the process, drag and drop into the respective resource, and the new row will be situated under environment. Right click and start the same as well. Like this only. Because of as of now, ఈ ప్రాసెస్ శాంపుల్ ఎడిషన్ అనేది ఇంటర్నల్ క్యాలిక్యులేషన్ జరుగుతుంది తప్ప అవుట్పుట్ ఏమి ఎక్స్పోజ్ చేయట్లేదు బయటికి. అంటే మనం ఎక్కడికైనా అవుట్పుట్ ఫైల్ ఏదైనా రాయమంటే నోట్ ప్యాడ్ లో కానీ ఎక్స్ట్రాక్ట్ చేయమంటే మనకు తెలుస్తుంది. ఆ స్పెసిఫిక్ లొకేషన్కి వెళ్ళి ఓహో ఇది ఎగ్జిక్యూట్ అయిందా లేదా, అవుట్పుట్ జనరేట్ అయిందా లేదా చూడాలంటే తెలుస్తుంది. మనం ఇప్పటి వరకు మనం ఏం చేయలేదు సార్, అట్లా మనం ఏమీ చేయలేదు. అంటే మనం ఈ ప్రాసెస్ ప్రకారం ఈ ప్రాసెస్ ఏంటి ఇంటర్నల్ క్యాలిక్యులేషన్ జరిగింది, అంతకుమించి ఏం జరగలేదు. అందుకని మనకి కనిపించదు ప్రాసెస్. ఒకవేళ మీరు మరీ ఇది నిజంగా రన్ అయిందా లేదా అంటే ఇట్స్ వెరీ క్లియర్లీ సేయింగ్ యాజ్ ఐ సెడ్, if any error will be there, error will come, otherwise it will be status is completed only. It will run clearly 100%. If you want to check it, right click and go to view log. See, in view log it will give very clearly start process is running, calculation is coming 300, it is telling decision is false, then it's reached the end stage as well. Is jet valid is a condition is there, it's false. If you open and see, then you should understand the process very clearly. Sample addition I am coming. See here addition stage, what I did, right, x plus y. X plus y means 100 plus 200, 300 will come. Is jet valid I am checking. Is jet valid means 300 greater than 500. If it is valid or not. Is it true or false? 300 jet value 300 is coming. See jet greater 300 greater than 1 is false. Then it will come like no direction only. The similar steps is captured in this process as well, in control room as well. You have to observe whatever the output we discussed, right? See, it started from start parameter, then addition calculation is coming, 300 is the result output. Is jet valid is decision is coming false, and it reaches the end point finally. The steps how it is capturing, you have to understand it. It is executed everything, the results you have to see. And also one more point, once the status is completed, once you run this session, usually we have to call it like sessions only because of this is under session management. Once you created a session, once the session is completed, and once the process state is completed or session state is completed, we cannot rerun the same again. అంటే మీరు ఇంకొకసారి దీన్ని రన్ చేయాలంటే కుదరదు. How to rerun the process? You have to again drag and drop the same. Again drag and drop the same, one more situation, new row will become same only. Then again right click and start, or otherwise select, and as I said, start selection. Select this row, start selection. It will be completed. The same only, if you want to see log file, same only. Okay. Once the process state is completed or once the session state is completed, if you want to create a new session, if you want to run the session once again, we cannot run the same. We cannot run the same. If you want to rerun the process, again we have to create a new session, drag and drop again. Okay, the concept you understand, right? We have to rerun the same as like this. Any doubts at this point, guys? I'm just quickly asking you, any doubts with anybody? Please let me know. You guys are having any doubts? Please let me know. I'm holding for a 1 minute here. Please, if you have any doubts, please let me know. If you don't have any doubts, then what I'm trying to do is, I will hold for a minute. I will wind up this meeting at this point, and we'll connect tomorrow at same time. And also one more announcement, if I'm late also 5 minutes something, then please be available, because of nowadays I'm taking these sessions from my office only. I'm coming from my home, I have to come here and log in the laptop. Sometimes it is getting delay also 5 minutes. Don't worry, I will reach office and take the sessions, because of 8 o'clock physical session and online both are there, and 9 also there continuously. That is the reason if any late will be there, don't be scared. I will be coming. If anything will be there, I will inform. Otherwise, wait for 5 minutes. Usually I will maintain time, but if any late also there, don't be scared. Okay, I will come and take note of problem. If you don't have any doubts, then we will wind up this meeting at this point. Then we can connect tomorrow. Guys, okay. Thank you guys. Have a nice day. I'm
Thank
closing
you.
this. Yeah, thank you, sir. Yeah. Yeah, Manoja. Hi, Manoja. Good morning. Hi, Manoja. Good morning. Yeah, good morning, ma'am. Just I'm closing this session. And what I'm trying to say.